I think Japan is great. Okay, oh my god, do you want to know my honest opinion about Japan? This is my opinion, okay? I went to Japan a couple of times, mostly for work, but also for fun, I guess. At the same time, you know what I mean? Dude, I keep saying this. Japan is an amazing place to visit, but unless you are used to like the cultural stuff of Japan, I don't think it's the most ideal place to live. You know what I mean? Like, I would not live in Japan, but I love Japan. Like, I would come visit Japan, just not live in Japan. Because, don't cancel me for this. In Japan, it does feel very, like, individual. I traveled a lot, like, especially back then for work. I visited a lot of, like, Asian countries. I would rate, like, Japan is quite up there for me when it comes to, like, isolation. People are very by themselves. But I'm not talking about the whole of Japan. I'm mostly talking about Tokyo, though. Yeah, like other places like smaller towns or like Osaka, they're not as like isolating as Tokyo. But people, when they think of Japan, they think of Tokyo, right? Like no one really goes like, oh, Japan. I'm thinking about like a small little island in the coast. Like you're thinking about Tokyo. So Tokyo itself, beautiful place. Like beautiful place, amazing hospitality, amazing like food, sightseeing. Everyone is so kind. But yeah, Tokyo is a bit crazy busy. Tokyo's a bit crazy, in a way. You think of Hokkaido. Oh yeah, people do think of Hokkaido. Osaka is definitely more like community-y. But in Tokyo, what I realize is a lot of people, they keep to themselves. You know, it's really hard to be part of anything.
Boy 098 for the 7 resub.
I don't know if that sounds mean or not, but I don't mean in a mean way. It just feels like I have friends in Japan who lives in Tokyo. All they do is they wake up, go to work, go back home. No one talks to their friends. No one really like goes out and like hang out. Everything feels very like you are you, I am me. And there's a boundary that we don't cross. And it's always like, I don't know. I feel like if I lived in Tokyo, I'd feel a little bit secluded. So I would never live in Japan, but visiting is definitely different. Visiting is nice. Living there sounds a little boring. It's not boring in a sense where it's like, it just feels very responsibility over happiness sometimes. You know, the work culture is interesting. Like, Japanese work culture is probably one of the scarier work cultures. Because, like, even during breaks, bro, no one's actually taking a break. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing that even in Asia, it's not as common. Usually in Asia, it's like, when you work, oh, you work. Like, you're in work mode. Nothing distracts you. But then, when you're on a break, you're just chilling, right? Let's say you go on a break, you're just talking casually, you're relaxing, all that good stuff. In Japan, it's different. In Japan, it's like, when you're on a break, there's still formality. Like, your coworkers are formalities. And then you're like, you still have to, you know, act a certain way. Like, here in Indo, you know, you act professional, but then you go on, like, a smoke break or a snack break, and everyone's just like, bah, you know what I mean? Like, we're relaxed. We're like, wow, that was so fucking exhausting, bro. What the fuck? And then we're just, like, chilling. We're being ourselves. It's different. Yeah, it's very, very different. Yeah, like you can relax here. But in Japan, it's like, well, it's either you're on work mode or you're on not too strict work mode. It's one of those. Japanese work culture sounds so brutal. In my opinion, it does because I'm not used to it. But people are definitely used to it. Like, there are a lot of people that are used to the work culture and they enjoy it. And that's good on them. But it's just, yeah, like business casual. I'm like, whoa. That's why people get drunk in Tokyo. No, actually, fun fact. This is what my friend told me. I don't know if it's true because I'm not Japanese, but one of my Japanese friends told me, like, it's very common for, like, after work, they invite you to go out and drink, right? Like, when you're working, after you're done, like, some friends or colleagues or your seniors are gonna be like, oh, amazing day today, let's go out and work. Let's go out and, like, drink. So then you can't say no because it's, like, kind of seen like you don't want to mingle with your friends. It's kind of like, not peer pressure, but you have to say yes. You can't decline a drinking offer. So every night after work, even though you're exhausted and you don't want to drink, you gotta drink. That's like the polite thing to do. So then people usually do get drunk after work, not sleep as much, go to work. Yeah. Like, one of my friends said that's quite, like, normal for Japanese, like, work culture. It will be awkward if you can't drink alcohol. Yeah, that's maybe one of those. That's expected. One of the things that I like about Japan that probably isn't because of the greatest reason, but like I really like how in Japan there's a lot of places like host clubs. You know, like host club, hostess club, maid cafes, like places you go where the food and the drinks aren't really the priority. It's the service that's the priority. Like, you are surrounded by people that you pay to make you feel cool. I don't explain it. I really like it. Hentai. Not hentai. Not like the horror, like, not the sexual ones. Just the ones that are like, oh my god, I'm so excited you're back. Welcome back. Like, you know, like they treat you like you're so special. Those. I love those. I get so shy and embarrassed, but like it feels so good. At first, I thought like, who the fuck would like this shit? Bro, you feel good. Oh my god. Like they know how to make you feel good, right? So they're like, wow, you look so beautiful and shit like that. I am lonely, yeah. But did you know, fun fact, that I don't know if this is true, but one of my Japanese friends told me...
Girl's so lonely that host clubs are the only way she can feel dateable.
Shut the fuck up, okay? Maybe,
Thanks,
perhaps.
Matt_dat_boy for the sub.
No, there was like, my friend told me that the reason Japan has so many like host clubs or hostess clubs or like maid cafes, places that are designed to make you feel not lonely, is because Japan in itself is very isolating. So a lot of people feel lonely. So businesses like that actually work because they're like, oh my god, I don't have anyone. So let me just go to these businesses to feel good. And I was like,
Parasocial paradise.
I mean, it doesn't come from a good place, but the place itself is so good. I don't know. Low-key, I love it.
Can't believe Michi has to book a trip to Japan just so she cannot feel lonely SMH.
That sounds so dystopian. Heavenly. Okay, this is the best way. Do you want to know one of my favorite experiences in Japan? That another thing I noticed about Japan, sometimes the restaurants that look decrepit are like the best restaurants ever. It's so weird. Like here in Indo, if the restaurant doesn't look good or it looks old or run down, it's probably not the best restaurant, right? But in Japan, bro, the small little kiosk hut on the side of nowhere in the corner of like a dead-end street that looks like it's gonna break down any minute has the best food in the world. Like, it is so out of this world, godly delicious. Yeah, like hole-in-the-wall restaurants in Japan, hole-in-the-wall restaurants have the best, like better than 5-star restaurants. It is so fucking good. I don't even know how they do it. It's just genuinely so delicious. So when I was in Japan one time, I like to look for like hole-in-the-wall restaurants, right? When I eat. Because it's always like a gamba, but usually their food is good. So it's like gamba, but the luck is like high. So as I was looking for it, I found one bar. This was in, I think this was in near Roppongi. I'm pretty sure. If you don't know what Roppongi is, in Tokyo, there's like an area named Roppongi. That's usually where the nightlife happens. So as I was looking around, there was this one bar on the 4th floor of like a very small, like thin building. It's on the 4th floor. It has to go all the way up. I was actually looking for a different restaurant that was on the higher floor, but I stopped on the 4th. And I saw there's this bar area. And everything was like red in color, smooth jazz music, you know, like jazzy blues. And then it's so like, wow. You know, like the vibes, genuinely immaculate vibes. So I was like, holy shit. I'm just gonna enter because I like it. Like something is attracting me in.
For the one resub.
And I went in. Oh my god, bitch! It's not even a high-end bar. It's just like the price is cheaper than the regular schmegular bars. Oh my god! But the waiter is so hot. Like you don't get. It's not just one, bro. All the waiters were so hot. It was holy. No, oh my god, I'm telling you, okay? Like, there was a person behind the bar, I swear it was like a middle-aged dude. It's not even like a young, youthful dude. He looks... If wine was a person, okay, this is the most well-aged... Like, he looks like he was in his 40s. Like, it's obvious that he's in his 40s. But he's so, like, well done. What a well-done guy. I was like, shit. You know? And then... everyone was just so mature. And I don't know. I don't know how they even look like that. So attractive. Like everyone was so attractive. And there's like a level of like
someone
posh.
Get the spray bottle.
Whoa. No, please. You gotta hear me out, bro. Everyone was like posh and kept together and polite and oh my goodness. Like I don't even speak the same language.
Ain't no way brothers gooning over a boomer bar.
You don't get it, guys. You don't get it. There's so many of those in Japan, man. Like, there are bars where the waiters and the waitresses or the bartenders are just so hot. They're so hot. And they wear like vests and like those belts on their sleeves and shit. So hot. You're like, what the fuck? Honestly, if there was a point in my life where I wanted to learn Japanese, it's probably that. And then I went to a maid cafe that, like, I really, really wanted to speak to them. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, I really want to talk to you. But, like, you can only speak Japanese. And I can't speak Japanese very well. But holy do I want to talk to you. It's insane. I was simping. I was like, you know what I mean? Fuck.
Confirmed, Michi is attracted to DILFs. Bro is so cooled.
No, like... One day you're gonna go to Japan and you're gonna see what I saw and you're gonna be like, you know what? That's not even a DILF, okay? That is not an old man. That is a hot man. That is a hot old man. I have never in my life seen someone age so beautifully until I went to Japan. Fuck no. I don't know what they did. I don't know what kind of shit they put on, but... Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy moly. Michi in the corner of the bar, Jorkin. DILF cat? Is there a DILF cat? Okay, here, hold on. For scientific purposes, is there a DILF cafe? I wouldn't go, but of course there is. Let me ask Hi Guy.
Did not have that shit on him or what? Michi, you can find this experience in Yakuza Gaiden 2. One of the female hosts in game is so hot.
No way. I think I know which one you're talking about. Dude, everyone's hot. It's Japan. There has to be. Oh, I'm telling you. Every time I go to Japan, I go to like theme bars because oh my god, they're all so cool and they're all so hot and I feel so like, I don't know, I feel a certain way. You just don't get it, chat. You just don't get it.
Inside Michi are two wolves, one super thirsty for DILFs and the other is just cringe AF.
Michi, remember you're on Twitch. Oh, shut the fuck up, chat. Listen, I'm not thirsty for DILFs, okay? It's not just the DILFs. It could be anything, really. I'm not picky. DILFs, MILFs, GILFs. Honestly? It's different. The best way I can explain it, I have never felt so loved, yet so lonely. Japan has its own special ways. Like Tokyo. Not Japan. Tokyo. Tokyo has a way to make you feel so loved and so like cared for, but at the same time, after you're done with it, you feel so lonely. Like you're just like, wow, I want to go back. Nothing feels the same. Everything hits different. I don't want to go home and be alone anymore.
It is almost like those bars are meant to prey upon the loneliest and saddest and loneliest people like you, Michi, the loneliest person in the world. Michi's type includes, but not limited to, DILF, Dummy Mommy and Twink. Michi, you drank so much yesterday, why are you still so thirsty?
I'm just gonna lay down, fuck you. Bro, I'm being honest and this is the shit I get. Come on now. If I'm like, chat, it doesn't faze me. Okay, nothing phases me. That's a fucking honest lie. That's a lie. Cause I'm being honest here. Japan is like something. But I love the place. It's just, I think if I were to live in Japan, I'd be broke.
Let's not forget she has her thing for matter, so yeah, you ain't off the hook.
Like, oh, Mata. But one of my biggest fear is one day I bring Mata to one of like a host club and they like Mata a lot and I'm gonna be like, no fucking way. It's like, ooh, imagine going to a bar, but everyone in the bar looks like a Asterion. Ooh. Ooh.
One thing I want to try in Japan is one of those restaurants where you can sit with a teddy bear so you don't have to eat alone. But for Michi, you can look for a one where you can sit with a DILF.
No, like, Asterion is generally a well-aged old man. With a side of Dame Aelin. Okay, Heavenly. If Heavenly sims for a MILF, it's okay. But when I sim for a DILF, oh no, that's too far. Really? Okay, Karlak is based. But like, I'm telling you, these people like Asterion is just a well-aged old man. Asterion is an old man. He looks like an old man. But he's well-aged. That's just what I'm talking about. Like, these people, they're well-aged. Fuck. Actually, I kind of want to go to the Buff Maid Cafe. I saw someone went there too. I want to go there. I haven't gotten the chance to. Yeah, the Muscle Girl bar. I want to go there with one of my friends. I have a friend and his type in women is like buff, tall, and strong. I want to go there with them. Like, the issue is, I have a friend and you may know him, you may not. He's a very cool guy. He lives in Japan and he's tall as fuck. Like, he is 180 something, like almost 190. Like, he is generally super tall, right? And he's very like fit, you know, fit, tall guy. But his type is taller or tall, buff woman. And I remember telling him, I'm like, you'll never find a lover. Because how are you gonna find a woman that's that tall? And that is so specific. You know what I mean? Like, you are a giant. How do you find someone that is... Okay, give me back my hair. Because that is too tall. You know? They exist. Yeah, but it's so hard to find. Especially in Asia. Like, that's hard to find.